The 7 and the 9th configuration are two groups of superpowered individuals. One team fights to save the world, while the other team only cares about popularity and dominance over the people. So today, I wanted to pin both teams against each other to see which team would come out on top. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. So with that being said, let's jump into today's topic. Let me tell you the roster for each team, as you will have a better understanding of how this will go down. For starters, the 9th configuration, the members are Jim Lake Jr., the Troll Hunter, Toby Domzowski, Claire Nunez, Asha Terran, Krell Terran, Ravatos Vex, Blinky, Arg, and last but certainly not least, Dukesy. Now for the 7, I'm going to be adding 2 members to the team to make things even. The team will be Homelander A-Train, The Deep, OG Black Noir, Queen Maeve, Stormfront Starlight, Sister Sage, and last but certainly least, Firecracker. With the teams listed, let's go over some feats and scaling for each, starting with the weakest and going to the strongest to decide who the strongest characters of each team is. Finally, then I will decide which team comes out on top. The first team I'm going to be starting with is the 7. The first member we're going to be going over is Sister Sage. She's pretty easy to scale since they don't even try to hide that she is a human level character with enhanced intelligence. She can easily be killed by bullets except in the head, which just makes her dumber. So yeah, Sister Sage is clearly the weakest member of this team. The next team member is Firecracker. She's another member of this team that's pretty weak, but hey, at least she has some feats at least. She should be around small building level, with her being able to fight against Kamiko, which Kamiko was able to fight against Stormfront. However, she eventually was no match for her later. She also should have small building durability, with being able to take a beating from Kamiko, and a beating from Starlight as well. With her speed, it should be up to superhuman reaction and combat speed, since she is a soup, which Ashley stated that they have enhanced hearing. So yeah, all of these feats and scaling should cap Firecracker at around small building level to building level AP and durability, with superhuman reaction and combat speed. The next member I will be discussing is Annie January, aka Starlight. Her AP should be around small building level due to the fact that she was able to draw blood from Stormfront. She was also able to vaporize a hole in a metal door. Her blast is strong enough to knock back Black Noir away, which yeah, it didn't do much, but Black Noir is able to tank a building level explosion, so yeah, it's still impressive. Starlight can also survive hits from Soldier Boy, and also survive the plasma bolts from Stormfront, which can destroy a part of an apartment complex, which will be around small building level durability, which is similar to Firecracker in reaction speed and combat speed being superhuman. This should put Starlight around small building level to building level scaling, but she could be far higher if she absorbed enough electricity. The next team member is the Deep. His scaling is pretty easy because he should scale slightly higher than Starlight, which should put the Deep around small building level to building level AP. Just like the other characters on the team, he has superhuman reaction combat speed. The Deep can survive many blows from Starlight and A-Train, which should put him in his durability in the building level ranges. So yeah, the Deep scales to around small building level to regular size building level. Up next is Black Noir. Black Noir was able to beat Kamiko and overwhelm Starlight. He was also able to survive a building level explosion. He also survived a beating from Soldier Boy. He has superhuman speed, being able to keep up with a car. He also has equal combat and reaction speed to his other teammates, so you have Black Noir in the building level ranges of scaling. The next member on this team is A-Train. His AP should be around building level due to the fact of him being way higher than Kamiko. He's also able to beat the Deep in a straight up fight, which his speed was able to brutally murder Blue Hawk into the ground. His travel speed is around transonic, being 339 miles per second. His reaction combat speed is also superhuman to transonic. He could take attacks from Kamiko, who was previously broke his leg with a metal pipe. He could start attacks from the Deep, which puts him around the small building level to building level durability. So yeah, A-Train scales to building level with his stats. The next member on this team is Stormfront. For her AP, she should be around the building level ranges as she can beat Kamiko and damage Maeve. She also was able to destroy part of an apartment complex. For her durability, I have her at building level, considering she can survive multiple hits from Maeve, Kamiko, and Starlight. Now for speed, she has supersonic flight speed, with being able to travel from New York to Sage Grove and be back in 20 minutes. She also has superhuman reaction speed, just like everyone else, so yeah. Overall, I scale Stormfront from building level to large building level. Next member is going to be Queen Maeve. Her AP should be around small building level to multi-city block level. For starters, she was able to restrain Black Noir, and she was able to destroy a moving truck by standing in its way. She was also able to draw blood from Stormfront. She was able to draw blood from Homelander as well, which Homelander could tank a chemical plant explosion. She also has good hand-to-hand combat experience, She, just like every other person on this list, has superhuman combat and react speed. Her durability is the same level as her AP, with being able to tank that moving truck, tanking punches from Homelander, and surviving the blast from Soldier Boy. Although she did lose her powers though. Also, in a deleted scene, apparently it was stated that Queen Maeve was the second strongest soup in the verse, but since it's a deleted scene, I won't be counting that as factual since it's a deleted scene. So yeah, Queen Maeve scaling is around building level plus to multi-city block. Final member of this team is going to be the strongest soup in the verse, Homelander. Scaling him is actually pretty easy. For his AP, he's at least multi-city block, considering that he is clearly above May, and he was able to overpower Soldier Boy, who literally destroyed a city block. He was also able to free himself from Soldier Boy, Temp v Butcher, and Temp v Huey. Personally, I would scale Homelander AP around city level, considering he claimed he could level New York. For his durability, he should be scaling to multi-city block, considering he can take hits from Maeve and Temp v Butcher. Also, considering that Maeve could survive Soldier Boy's blast, I'm pretty sure Homelander could as well. For speed, he is hypersonic, with being able to save a baby and Butcher from a massive explosion. He also, at the age of 8, broke the sound barrier for combat and reaction speed. He should be comparable to other soups, with being in the superhuman ranges. So yeah, I scale Homelander from multi-city block to city level. So now we can finally get to the 9th configuration. The first team member we are starting with is Blinky. He is pretty simple since he is able to take down multiple goblins, which are able to take on Namora. Also, his Dvork Stone, he's able to damage Morgana, which not even the Eternal Night could do damage to her, which is strong enough to create a planet-sized moon, which means that Blinky's AP is between town level to planet level. His durability should be similar to his AP, considering that he should scale to Arg, who can survive full hits from Morgana. Blinky also has FTL combat and react speed, considering that he scales to characters who can react and hit pixies, which move at light speed. So yeah, I personally scale Blinky from town level to planet level. The next team member we are going over is Krell Terran. Krell Terran doesn't usually fight, so he does lack in combat, but does have pretty good tech that should help him with scaling. For starters, he has a Serrator, which is an alien scaling way higher than Morgana. He's also able to damage Varvatos, but granted, he was probably holding back, so I don't know if you could count that. Now for his durability, he should be in the country level ranges at least, even maybe planetary ranges, due to the fact that he can survive attacks from Kronos electricity, which is strong enough to destroy a country plus asteroid and his sister. So yeah, overall I scale Krell between country to planet level. Next member on this team is Tobias Domzowski. For his AP is very simple, as he's in the town level range without the hammer, as he's casually able to knock over Flash Troll with a dumpster, although he did require Claire's help. With his hammer easily in the planetary ranges, the hammer is able to destroy the Amulet of Daylight and the Shadow Staff, which the staff can collide with the Sword of Daylight and Excalibur, which can damage Morgana's armor, which can survive a planet-level fire tornado. For durability, he should scale to Claire's durability, which puts him in the planetary universal levels of durability with these armors, taking hits from the Arcane Order as well. For combat and react speed, he should scale to other members in the FTL ranges. So yeah, I have scaled Toby from small to large planetary level. The next member of this team is Arn. This guy is very consistent with his AP being able to destroy a stone Bular, which is in the building level ranges. He can also fight against Tronos, whose blast can destroy a country-sized asteroid. He's also able to do more damage to Morgana than the Eternal Knight, which is in the planetary range. For durability, he's able to take full blows from Bular and Garrote and Gunpowder. He also is able to take a full point-blank blast from Morgana, which puts his durability to around planetary to universal ranges. For speed, he is just as like the rest of the group in the FTL reaction and combat speed. So yeah, overall, I got Argamont in the high planetary ranges to scale. Member of this team is Aja Terran. Her AP without weapons should be around town level, considering she is above Steve Poucher, overpowered his coach, who could throw his phone out of sight. She also should be able above Varvatos in his human form, in which he was capable of stopping a taco truck at full speed and taking on Omen bots. With weapons, she could scale to Season 3 Human Gym, considering she's above Tronos, which I said before has country level AP. She's also able to damage God Miranda, who's way stronger than Morgana, which has the power to reshape the universe and crush stars and form them into planets. For durability, it should be in the country level range, at least tanking attacks from Tronos. But her Serrator is able to shield her from attacks from God Miranda. Just like everyone else, she has FTL reaction and combat speed. So yeah, overall I scale Aja Terran from planetary to universal. Up next is the protector of the Terran children, Varvatos Vex. His AP is similar to Aja, being able to scale to Season 3 Human Gym. He is also able to survive attacks from Tronos. He was also able to split Tronos' beam, in which is country level. He was also same weapon as Aja, so anything she is able to do, he can do it but better thanks to his experience. For his durability, he is planetary to universal range, considering that he could take full blows from Argamont and survive a full blast from God Moreno. And yes, he has FTO combat and react speed as well. So yeah, I scale Varvatos Vex from planetary to universal levels. Member on this team is going to be Claire Nunez. Her AP is definitely in the universal range, considering that she is scaled to Duxie, but slightly weaker. However, Duxie is able to take on 2 of the Arcane Order members, which are demigods that are above Merlin, which puts them in the Uni Plus tiers. Which, even physically, she shouldn't be in the town level ranges. She should be in the town level range, like I said, considering that she scales to Jim and Strength, who is above Steve. Even in a weaker state, she was able to trade blows with Angor Rot. She is also able to get even with Base Morgana. With Base Morgana, she scale around Merlin in equal stats. While holding back, she's able to overpower Beast Jim, who can somewhat fight the Green Knight, massively above Arg, was able to hurt Morgana. And for her durability, her armor should scale to Merlin's, which contain blows from Morgana. She's also able to hold back Belrock's Magic Blast for a good amount of time. And you guessed it, she has FTL reaction combat speed, which scale into the other characters' numbers. So yeah, overall I scale Claire between high planetary to universal ranges. Second to last teammate is going to be Duxie Casperin. He's similar to Claire's AP in the Uni Plus ranges. He's strong enough to knock out Beast Jim. He's able to go up against Morgana, which Merlin stated she was too strong for him to handle. He is also strong enough to restrain Nari's Titan. Now for durability, it's also in the Uni, considering he's able to take attacks from Morgana, the Green Knight, and a blast from Belrock fused with her Titan. Yes, you know, combat and react speed is similar to everyone else. So yeah, overall, Duxie scales from high planetary combat and reaction speed. So with all the stats added up, which team wins? Well, it's pretty clearly that the 9 configuration sold the 7 pretty badly, and it's not even close. Especially since most of the 9 configuration are in the planetary to uni ranges of AP and durability, with light to MFTL plus reaction combat speed. And even the lower ones are at least in the country level ranges, while the highest member of the 7 is city level. And maybe you can wank to low mountain, however that's a bit of a stretch. Now let's talk about something real quick. A lot of people are probably going to say, but shouldn't Jim be weak to Stormfront, considering that like his suit is made of metal and like electricity can just destroy that? Well, I'm going to have to be real with you. Jim has faced a lot worse, like I said, with high-end durability. He'll be able to dodge Stormfront's powers, so that wouldn't even be a problem. And if it was, again, he can tank it. And trust me guys, this Nazi isn't going to beat you.
Nazi Stormfront Hitler Star, run her over with a car.
So yeah, I'm sorry guys, but the 9th configuration sold pretty hard. Okay, so this would be the time where during my edit, I would probably add a diff. Alright, fine. You guys asked for it. The diff I'm giving from this side is at the 9th configuration, negative diff. The 7. Even with Firecracker and Sister Sage. And I was being nice. I added 2 members on there. So like, yeah, it's not even close. And if you're wondering why I did this match, it's my first time doing a long form power scaling video, so you guys let me know how I did down below. And remember,
you didn't see anything.